when you're a mom or a father and you have a newborn, sleep when they sleep. Get used to getting lack of sleep because, yeah, it's gonna be hell to pay. When I had my son, I didn't get that much sleep because he was always up pretty much. I mean, he'd nap here and there, but during the night, he would not sleep hardly, you know. He would actually wake up around 12 o'clock or 3 or 1 o'clock in the morning and stay up. So, um, yeah, I call it the night shift. When I used to watch him, it was a lot of lack of sleep. Um, I had postpartum depression when I had him. A few weeks after I got home, I had really bad postpartum depression. Um, I suffer with mental illness, so I had a postpartum depression breakdown. I was in the hospital. It sucked leaving my son. When I got home, I relaxed for a little bit, let my family take care of him a little bit, and then after a little while of time, they're like, yeah. They got lack of sleep and everything too. Um, taking care of him when I was in the hospital and whatnot. At a certain time, I, was out of my postpartum depression, ready to take care of him. So, it was a lot to take in. Um, postpartum depression happens to a lot of us, and it's something that happens. Pretty much everybody gets it. The hormone change is just too much. Yeah, he got hurt a little, like 10 days ago. He fell down and he got his staples removed, so that's what he's talking about. He just got them removed today. This is my son. But it's hard, and that's mine. It's harder on a single parent though, because I didn't get much help. I mean, my mom would help me a lot when she was alive. God rest her soul. She died of cancer last year. Um, my boyfriend at the time, who passed away last year as well. I was with him for a very long time, almost 10 years on and off. He helped me out too on the phone and everything. He wants to go inside. Go on inside, baby. I'll check on you in a second. So he'd help me out at night on the phone. I would use a bottle warmer to warm up his bottles, because when I had postpartum depression, I had where I thought that the bottles would always have to be warm, which honestly, they only have. Normally, it's because of the fact that, they want them to be warm for comfort and everything, and it's just better. And breast milk, I guess, is warmer. And so it's kind of like to give your baby the feeling of breast milk, even with formula. So, yeah. But I learned that they don't always have to be warm. Sometimes he'd have cold bottles. He didn't mind at all. But that was part of my postpartum, that I had to think that the bottles would have to be warmed all the time. I would pre-make bottles. I would put them, in the bottle, in the bottle warmer, and heat them up for him. And I was doing all that, by myself. And yeah, every morning we'd go downstairs and visit with my family, and drink coffee and everything in the morning and all that. And normally when I do that, they usually put him back to sleep for me, holding him, you know handing them to each other, and all of them holding him. He was a beautiful baby, not premature or anything. He was 7 pounds 12 ounces, and everything. He did have gas problems and colic, I believe. where he'd cry a lot, and for that I used gas relief, which is in little drops. I just drop a little bit in his mouth. I'd use that. He was at one point, we thought he was lactose intolerant, so he'd throw up on, me and everything, which I didn't. I got used to it, and all that. Him being a boy, TMI, he would pee on me sometimes, like my hand and stuff, when I change him if I didn't like cover him up quick enough. I got used to it. I got used to changing his dirty diapers, and poopy diapers and all that. I honestly like pee diapers a lot more, but I changed all that. When you're a parent, you get used to it. Sometimes you accidentally get it on you, and I know that's TMI, but sometimes you do, and sometimes they're actually going to the restroom while you're changing them, which is gross, but I got used to that too. Just all kinds of things, vomiting. I've dealt with, temperatures, having a high temperature. One time we had to actually take him to the ER because he had 104 temperature. They gave him, I believe, Motrin or something like that. Some kind of Motrin or Benadryl or something, probably Motrin. And his fever went down. Kids get hurt. He's had bumps and all that. When I went to the ER one time when he fell down one time when he was in his playpen, and he went in and it got moved, and he fell down and he had a big bump on his forehead, and they're like, you can't do anything, it's just gonna heal, it's just gotta put some ice on it and everything. It's not, they pretty much just told me everything's fine, just when you get bumps and stuff on your forehead or whatever, you swell up, and it's not anything to be really concerned about. If he's not having a seizure or having a high temperature, acting weird or whatever, then it's, he's going to be okay. So, we took him to the hospital twice for those kind of things. The injury that happened recently is the worst he's ever had. He's never had staples or stitches till now. But yeah, even when they get older, you get a little bit of lack of sleep too. Right now, he likes to stay up late, and sometimes, it's really hard because I do get lack of sleep sometimes. But lately I've been trying to push it and get him to go to bed with me at a decent hour. Not too late. Not no 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever. But yeah, so. But yeah, expect the unexpected with kids. They'll drive you crazy, they'll keep you on your toes, so. But yeah, just sleep when your kid sleeps. Maybe you might get naps here and there, but most of the time, you don't get to sleep when you want anymore after you have a child, especially if you're a single parent like me. You honestly do not get to sleep when you want to sleep anymore because you have to be awake to take care of your kid. So that's my advice to you. Thumbs up and subscribe. Bye.